show you how it's done and see what you think. It's Juanita. I know you know what this is, but I don't think you know how I cook this. This is a pepperoni stovetop pizza. I had it ready to eat in less than 30 minutes. Everything was done on the stovetop, so as the name implies, it's really a good way to go, especially in the summer months, and it's still summer here in Arizona, even though it's the end of September. So, stick with me. I can show you how it's done and see what you think. Hi, it's Juanita. I'm getting ready to test a recipe where you can actually cook a pizza right on top of your stove, and it takes less than 30 minutes with a homemade crust. So let me give you a rundown here. I've got a half a cup of warm water in the frying pan. I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of sugar, same with the yeast, half a teaspoon of salt, tablespoon of olive oil, and 2/3 of a cup. Oh, that might be a little, no, it's good. 2/3 of a cup of flour. So let's get started. Tablespoon of olive oil. Half a cup of warm water is already in the frying pan. Two-thirds of a cup of flour. It's supposed to be a half a teaspoon of sugar, but I found dough does better with a little more sugar, so I'm putting a teaspoon of sugar, a half a teaspoon of yeast, I'm making it heaping, and a half a teaspoon of salt. Stir it up right in the pan. Time for the toppings. I've got some marinara sauce. I have some red pepper. I'm also going to put a little bit of garlic and onion on here. What I'm using is Delalo's mix of spices. There's several here to choose from. Also, I'm going to grate a little bit of provolone. This is sharp provolone. I have pepperoni. And this is a mix that I made of mozzarella and some pepper jack mixed together. Okay, let's get started again. Turn your heat on medium. Cover, and I'm assuming that you have a vent on your lids as well. Cover your vent. You can use a pot holder, whatever you've got. 10 minutes you want to sit like this. When 10 minutes is up, take this off, cook for another 5 minutes, and then slide it off onto a plate. This is supposed to be for a 2-person pizza. It's around 500 calories for each half. With 2 minutes, a little over 2 minutes left, I turn my stovetop from medium down to a little less than medium. I was looking at it through the glass and it just looked like it's a little too brown, and I still have to cook this thing another 5 minutes. So I just kind of adjusted it. I don't want to burn the pizza. I took the towel off the vent and set it for another 5 minutes. And I'm hoping this isn't going to destroy my pizza, make it too cooked. If it does, I'm going to try it again with a little less heat and see how it goes. 5 more minutes and I'm going to slide it out of the pan onto some parchment paper. I think I'm ready to try a piece, so let's see, I'll try a little one. It's good. And here I thought I was gonna burn it. It got really brown. I did cut down the heat on it a little bit because it looked a little black around the edges. But not bad at all. It's really good for a stovetop pizza. I didn't realize that you could do this on stovetop. You gotta try this. If this video helped you at all, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I'll catch you later. Bye. So here's my summary of this stovetop pizza. I think it needs a little bit of improvement, but for me, I don't like the real thin crust. I don't think it needs to be in the pan for 15 minutes. I would reduce the time to 10. I would put more yeast. I would probably put about a teaspoon of yeast, and I'd let it rise for a few minutes in a warm place in the skillet, and then I put the toppings on and put it on top of the stove to cook. But I think I would probably cook it for only maybe 10, 11, 12 minutes, and I would use a lower, where I had set it before when I turned it to the left to make it a medium low. And again, I think 10 or 12 minutes is fine. I don't think you need to go for the full 15 minutes, covered vent, not covered vent. I would also put a little more sugar. I know I put a teaspoon of sugar. Oh, all right, just a teaspoon of sugar. But you wanna, that's what yeast feeds off of, and that's what helps it to grow. I mean, it's good, but like I say, it doesn't need to be that done. So back off on the other. I may do another video of the way I want to do it. Let's see how it turns out. Let's see if I'm right or wrong. But other than those few things, it's very edible. There's nothing wrong with it. I just think it could be better. Okay? So kind of keep that in mind.